performed a perfectly good work. Let me just show you what we're working with. Also, sorry about my voice. I'm a bit sick right now if you couldn't figure it out. So you can see here it like punched through the floor a little bit. That most of this is all solid, but right here, this I punched out. And the worst spot is right behind the passenger seat. The convertible top drains were right here. You see right there, that's where one of them was. And this side is fine. But right here, it definitely clogged up and just rotted this whole thing out. And after I punched it with a screwdriver, you can see that made quite the damage. So this whole thing is gonna have to get cut out for sure. You can kind of get a better view down here. Not terrible, and this is just a thrash car, but definitely kind of rough. There's quite a bit of inner rocker rust here as well, which there's only so much I'm gonna do about that. I'm gonna try and get all the flakes and stuff off and grind it down and then just hit it with like a POR 15. I don't think it's worth restoring this whole car, especially with its intended use, but I don't know. I'm gonna just try and do a little something to kind of slow this down, and I don't know, maybe it'll just make me feel better. And there's one other really bad spot on the car. This one was pretty disheartening, but this is the fender, the front left fender, and this was all here, and I just started poking it and realized that the whole fender structure came off. I think it's down here, and it was completely rotted out. Definitely stuff like this really hurts your motivation to work on a car and kind of destroys your confidence. I mean, I spent a lot of time, a decent amount of money doing this whole swap, and if I really dove into this rust beforehand like I should have, I would have realized that this probably wasn't the right chassis to do it on. And it's kind of embarrassing to show this and admit to this. At the same time, like I said, I want to thrash this car and beat on it, so I guess if it's all rotted out, then I will not feel so bad about doing so. And you know, it's a learning experience. I'm gonna learn a lot from all this and just learn how to do rust repair and stuff, and either learn how to fix rust better for my next project or learn to just never buy rusty cars ever again. Oh man, I hate it. Salt belt cars suck.
And with that, all the rust on the FC is now sealed up. Now I'm sure a lot of you are wondering what that big notch is cut into the trans tunnel on the passenger side. That's actually so the passenger seat can be mounted in low enough so that someone could sit in there comfortably with a helmet on. So with that in place, I'll finally have a passenger seat, as I haven't had one in over a year, which kind of sucks. And before anyone says it, yes, I am going to be seam sealing all these patches that I put in. I just didn't have time to do that in this episode, but I will be doing that. In the next one, we're going to be freshening up the suspension and putting it back together. And then after that, we're going to move on to interior.